Once we've spent some time exploring our use of the foundational principles associated with the chain analysis skill, it's time to take a look at what behaviour was missing in the process of activating the effective behaviours that were needed to achieve our goals in the situation where the proverbial might have just hit the fan. In dialectical behaviour therapy, this skill is called the missing links analysis, and it's another of the fundamental skills offered in DBT skills training that helps us to build our self-awareness. It's designed to give us insight for what was needed when a situation has played out in a way where we've basically failed to engage in what we know to be effective behavioural responses. First of all, this means we have to know what effective behavioural responses are. So if you're not sure what these might look like for you, try joining our free online conversations that are called the chat room, where each week we explore the different skills that are available for us to use to cope with what we see as overwhelming emotional experiences. If you do know what these effective behaviours look like for you, then this easy to use skill helps us to identify what stopped us from doing the things that we needed to do, all in a way that provides us a sense of clarity for what skill we can bring to the table should this happen again in the future. Remember, if we use the skills available to us in DBT, we will actually start to live the life we want to live. At the same time, this often means doing something different, instead of doing the same old thing that we normally do and then wondering why nothing is changing. This means taking an opposite action and stepping into our own individual fears, which is an incredibly challenging thing to do. So take your time with this type of work. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and please make sure that your foundation for behavioural change is absolutely rock solid. At the same time, it's incredibly important that we take different actions to create new behavioural responses to the emotional experiences that we fear the most. Every emotion has a learned behavioural response, and if we keep using the ineffective responses we've created in the past, then we continue to send a message to the part that's behaving this way that this is the right thing to do. This just causes the part to dig its heels in more when it's time to educate it on the behavioural change that we're trying to make. Much like the chain analysis skill, the missing links analysis is also a series of simple questions that are designed to guide us through the process of analysing the factors associated with not engaging in our effective behaviour patterns, as well as helping us to problem solve for what got in the way and how we can develop our ability for attempting things of a similar vein in the future. The questions in the missing links analysis are intended to help us explore whether we're actually aware of what was needed in the situation instead of what we did. It gives us ideas for how we can build this awareness if it's not already there, and helps us to understand why we didn't use the skills that were needed if we knew what they were in the first place. These questions are specifically designed to help us understand the missing effective behaviour in any situation that different parts of our personality took over our actions. We do this from a space of curiosity, not judgment. So if you find your system is getting activated by this process, take a step back and explore your own internal critics, as they're probably playing a significant role in your current behavioural responses. In the PDF that's attached to the page that's associated with this video, you're going to find a series of questions that I've adapted to fit the multiplistic personality approach that's associated with a schema therapy model to highlight the missing links analysis. Using this worksheet gives us the opportunity to figure out what parts of our personality might have got in the way of doing what we needed to do, maybe what we agreed to do, or even what others might have expected us to do in the situation that we've identified as being a problem. The intention is to use this information to problem solve and maybe connect with the different parts of our personality that were involved, so that should this come up again in the future, we know exactly what it is that we need to do, and we've got the skills that are available to us to actually implement this change. As we go through the skills of mindfulness, distress tolerance, emotion regulation, and interpersonal effectiveness, we learn the different skills that are available to help us make these changes. However, first things first, we have to know what was missing. If you take a look around my YouTube channel or go through the pages of my website, you're going to find a lot more videos and handouts that expand on this and many other subjects associated with changing behaviours, and in particular the DBT and schema therapy approach. If you want to know more, come join our live online conversations every week. I'll drop some links in the description below. And as always, if you like the content of this video, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment and smash that like button. Turn on those notifications for all the latest from me and the Liberation Place. I hope this video gave you some insight for how you can change those behaviors that you're trying to change. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Take care, be safe and be well.